Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So we've been doing a 30-day thankfulness challenge, and today is day 30. But don't worry, there'll be another challenge coming, and you can definitely reflect back on any of those previous videos. So yeah, day 30 is what struggle are you grateful for? That just seems like a irony or paradox, right? It's like, really? Why would I ever be grateful to struggle? Of course, the generalization would be, I'm grateful for any struggle that I overcame or learned something from. I love it when I ask my students a question and they answer me exactly like they know they're supposed to for a teacher, right? The teacher answer. And I'm like, people, be authentic and forget that I'm your teacher for like 1 second. It's pretty funny. But anyway, I would have to say, I literally had just gone through such a dark valley. It was insane. I was in such a dark place regarding my eating and my mindset. And, it lasted for several months, really. It's always been true in my life where I kind of do this dual thing. I can disassociate enough to get through my day. When I think about it, it's kind of like my father. I considered him a professional alcoholic. He never missed work one day in 35 years, but he would drink every night to get through it. And I kind of felt like that. Like I was showing up for work every day. I was doing all the things that were required of me. And I was absolutely engaged in all the nonsense. And praise God, in what I couldn't even pull out of. Through the grace of remembering that there's tools and steps and a way to do it. And for me, that's the 12-step program. I was able to get back into the rooms of the 12-step program and remind myself that there's just a better way. So as dark as that was, and believe me, it was very dark, I still can hardly believe it. The spirit of oppression on me was just astounding. But as difficult as that was, I'm grateful for it because it made me choose to get back into those rooms. And, me, I'm a hopper. I mean, I have a lot of issues anyway, but I go from Codependence Anonymous to Alcoholics Anonymous to Overeaters Anonymous to Narcotics Anonymous. Like, it doesn't matter. It's all the 12-step program. It's all tools. It's all a place to share in a safe setting with no crosstalk or judgment. And with people who just understand that the way they respond to life is not as common as most people. And, it's a different wiring, if you will, of the mind. So to get into those rooms and suddenly have not just 31 days of eating clean and choosing to do 90 meetings in 90 days, which I'm loving, but also serenity. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I have that serenity as long as I continue to share. I mean, in OA, it always says sharing is thinning, service is thinning, because it gets you outside of yourself, right? And that idea that when in doubt, focus out. And, some philosophies out there are all about focusing in. Just get inside yourself. All your answers are inside. Look inside. You have everything you need. And it makes me feel bad because I'm just like, wow, I can't believe what a deficit I possess, that I don't have the confidence. I don't feel that I possess everything I need. I need God. I need family. I need a community. I need to be called on my stuff, So cheers to those who already possess everything they need in this life. And it's okay for the rest of us who don't. It's okay. So there's a lot of serenity in that, and I'm super blessed and so happy. So tomorrow's December 1st. We have a good month before the end of the year. You can make everything you want. A month is enough time to make all dreams come true, to set any goal and achieve it. And we have a group called Greens Make You Lean. It's kind of a long title. It's Greens Make You Lean 80-10-10 Raw Vegan. All of that. Greens Make You Lean and 80-10-10 and Raw Vegan. And it's just a group of like-minded people who are just trying to live their best life and recognize that food is definitely a potential for curing what ails you if it's the right food. So that's all lowercase. I'm just going to put the name in this chat if you want, because what I was going to say was I just put in 3 challenges for December. So they all start tomorrow. The first one was eating a pound of greens, getting in a pound of greens. And of course that can include microgreens. It can include sprouts, but getting in a pound of grains, it's not that hard, especially if you blend half of them in a drink. I'm an eater. I just like to eat all that. It's very easy for me to get a pound of lettuce, but, power grains, really. Anyway, consider that. A second challenge in there is just getting in your 16 cups of water. And I did a video, if you go up to my search, and it'll say, a gallon of water a day. And the reason it's doable is because you can count all your water. So if you use some water in a recipe, some water in a cup of tea, some water in a smoothie, some water in soup, like all the water of your day, you can get that gallon in. Just like literally intentionally set out 4 ounces. Is that it? No. Sorry, 4 cups, 32 ounces, which would be like a typical mason jar, right? Anyway, you can set out 4 of those. You can simply set a gallon of water out. I'm set. I got 30 gallons of distilled water and I'm on it. So that's a great one. And the third challenge, because I'm always trying to get my arms back. Oh my gosh, I had such beautiful arms in my youth, but I used them for everything. I use them for swim team and volleyball and basketball and drill team, and I use them all the time. And in my adult life, not so much. So I put a very big challenge. It's a 30-day challenge and it builds, which is what kicks your butt, right? But I did put in the YouTube videos to show how to do each thing. And there's only 3 things. One of them are mountain climbers. It's where you're like on your arms and your legs are going back and forth. The other one are tricep dips, where you literally put your arms behind you on a surface and lower your body, right? Tricep dips. And then the last one is just push-ups, but proper ones. Anyway, it starts reasonable and builds, but let's do that. Let's do that. I will be so stoked to enter the new year, in a better place. And my birthday is December 27th. So, to just know that I'll be my best version of myself on my birthday as well, and continuing those 12-step meetings, which I'm loving. All right, my friends. So again, if you're interested in joining that group, it is considered private, but just say, hey, and I'm one of the people who can let you in. But it's just a bunch of people sharing about their day and how they're just choosing to be healthier. So greens make you lean, 80-10-10, raw vegan. All those components. All right, thank you so much for those of you who did the Thankfulness Challenge. And I have another challenge for the month of December. I always talk about my food. I always talk about my life. I always talk about, what I'm striving for in JulesBlessedVegan. But it's nice to have a tiny focus every day. It gets me coming back here for accountability, and I definitely need that. All right, if you like, join us. If you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed. Right?